Mike night like last year, that was some insane confusion.
Of course not. This is the Black Tie Gala. We're far too posh for Micanites.
Well, I guess we'll start the show then.
Not so fast. Just because we're too fancy for Micanites doesn't mean we can't survive without a little chocolate to cleanse our palate.
What do you mean?
Well, this is what I mean.
Nice song, actually.
Here's how it works. We have 20 acts performing tonight with an intermission in between. You will announce the current act and the act going after in preparation for the next act.
Please respect each performer and stay out here on the terrace the entire time.
Having your phone on, even in airplane mode, will disrupt the radar of the open mic night, unless it's for an act, of course, which will happen numerous times throughout the night.
All right, let's get started.
First up tonight, we have... Wow! I was not expecting the Duolingo bird to make an appearance at tonight's event, but here we are. We have the song Bring My Parents Back by Duolingo, performed by Miley and Emily.
After that, we'll have Ariella performing a poem. In the interest of having the parents return before next Christmas, please give it up for Miley and Ella. Amazing performance. We're really praying for that kid.
Though the frozen pizza didn't sound too bad.
Next up, we have Ariella performing a poem called BB's Pearls.
Well, we all know of one BB, that's for sure. After that, we have a Kahoot on the Garden by Shayna. Let's give it up for Ariella!
Hi. grandmother, and it's called Bibi's Pearls, which is what you call your grandmother in Portuguese. Okay, so pearls, unique, beautiful, almost unbreakable when bound together. They're strong, but if someone cuts the string, breaks the bond, they end up scattered, alone. A pearl broken, a piece missing, lost, lonely, and scared. No direction. A pearl never fixed, an ache at their side, aching for the others who had made up the shining, bright teeth of the smile of a grandma, a grandpa, and a mom, and a dad, and little cousins, and aunts, and uncles, and giggling kids. A necklace forever lost, shattered and broken, missing pieces never found. All that's left is a pearl shaped like a tear for all it has lost, the smiles that will someday fade away.
Very inspiring and beautiful. Quite a dramatic shift in tone, though.
All right. By a show of hands, how many of you have eaten directly from JLA's gardens? Well, I can assure you that's a lot higher than you might think.
Pull out your devices. It's time for a Kahoot on the Garden by Shayna Handworker. And following that, we will have an original piano piece by Raphael. Let's give it up for Shayna and pull out your devices.
Everyone, there will be a special prize for the top 2 winners, so make sure to participate. And if you guys would like to move to the middle to see the answers, that's highly encouraged. All right, the code is 9182842.
I'm getting the screen. Wait, is this good? I'm getting clear on the screen. Just get the screen on. Just the screen on?
Moi, j'ai pas mon téléphone, il est cassé, mon tel.
All right, we're gonna do 20 more seconds for everyone to sign up.
Can I put it?
All right, we're starting right now, so good luck to everyone who's playing.
Look, no one can join anymore.
So sometimes the kitchen here at JLA likes to take stuff from our garden and put them into your lunches, and it's really exciting to see what they've made with our ingredients. So take your best guesses, and some of you may even recognize it. The question is, which of these herbs is not in the garden? eggplants, but there's one that has specifically been very, very valuable. Which one do you think? All right, a lot of people got that. Congratulations. Congratulations to Miley and Emily. Are you allowed to harvest from the garden without permission? I wonder what. I wonder what it is. All right, we've got a lot of root vegetables. One of them was specifically very, very big. Which one do you think it was? All right, congratulations. All right, who do you think is the biggest pest of the garden? All right, let's see what the answer is. All right. All right, this one's a bit difficult, but take your best guess. All right, let's see what the answer is. No? Okay, we got a few leaders. Let's see what This one is a bit easier for the people who were here last year, but take your best guess. Alright, last question. We kept our rosemary from last year and our eggplant. What's not a reason the garden has flowering plants that aren't edible? So what's not a reason? All right, let's see who our winners are. All right. You can come see me after for your gift. It's very exciting. And remember that you're always able to come during auction night. It's a lot of fun and it's very nice to garden here.
I see how it is, Shayna. I see how it is with a question. Good performance, nonetheless.
Next up tonight is an original nocturne by Raphael.
Wait, so he actually wrote the piece all by himself? I swear no one's done that since like Mozart or something. Also, what's a nocturne?
Following that, we have a original love letter performed by Sophia. Let's give it up for Raphael. one of a kind.
Next up, we have a love letter by Sophia, addressed to, a man of the 16th century. I'm sure she has a brilliant shot of gaining his love. You know what we say? It's never too late, aside from sometimes.
Following that, we have a skit by Emily, Perla, Oliver, Eden, and Miley.
Let's give it up for Sophia.
Okay guys, I'm gonna give a little context because you guys did a really journey. So 11th and 12th grade read Twelfth Night by Shakespeare this year, and one of our assignments, since the whole book is about like love and unrequited love, we were supposed to write a love letter from one character to another. So this is my love letter. Darling Cesario, if words were brave enough, they would confess before I could. But I suppose they tremble as much as I do when I think of you. Still, I write because my heart has grown tired of keeping secrets. Know this first, I do not offer affection lightly. I am careful with my feelings, and when I give them honestly and fully. So when I say that you have earned a place within my thoughts and my heart, believe it truth and not flattery. I would not speak your name with such high admiration if it were not so deserved. And yet, oh how you undo me. You have become the quiet reason behind my smile and the loud cause of my longing. When you are near, the world seems kinder. When you are gone, it lacks color. My heart, once steady, now stumbles at the mere thought of you. As though it recognizes something it has been waiting for all along. If reason dares to enter this confession, it too must admit its defeat. For even logic sides with love here. I am happier in your presence. I grow when I speak with you. I feel more myself when you are beside me than when I am alone. What is love if not the harmony of joy and trust? So let this be my truth, written plainly and felt deeply. I choose you in thought, in hope, and in heart. Whether you stand close or far, know that you are cherished in a way that is unapologetically true. Forever yours, Olivia.
You know what? It's really only a matter of time before he writes back. You know what, Sophia? You deserve a Valentine's chocolate.
Next up, we have a skit about a tea party by Emily, Perla, Oliver, Eden, and Miley. Arlen, this is literally your thing. After that, we'll have a piano cover performed by Karen. Let's give it up for everyone performing.
Of course time. Okay.
Yes. Hit me.
Morty!
Have some.
I haven't had anything yet, so I can't have more.
You mean you can't have us? It's very easy to take more than nothing. This is the stupidest tea party I was ever at in all my life.
Morty!
And see, thank you.
Wonderful performance. I'm always down for a spot of tea.
Next up, we have Carrie performing Love Me Again by John Newman on the piano.
And after Carrie, we have a presentation by Milana. And there are no bonus chocolates for guessing what she's speaking about. Let's give it up for Carrie. Marvelous performance. Piano covers are literally my favorite type of piano pieces.
Next up, we have a speech by Milana about cruise ships. And let's hope you have some cash on you because she is desperate for donations.
After Milana, we have a poem performed by Abby and Ariella. Milana, I wish you luck, and I don't know if you'll need it.
All right. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Milana, as Arlen said, and if you were here last year, you would know how I asked you all to invest in me going on a cruise. However, since then, I have evolved into someone with even fewer monetary resources. In other words, I'm absolutely broke, which is why I am here today. To convince you not only why I should go on a luxury cruise, but something even better, why you should invest in a cruise line that I'm making. Okay, next slide. Our motto. Other cruise lines have super long, boring mottos, such as choose fun, or the sea is calling, answer it royally. However, my cruise line motto is a once-in-a-lifetime trip that's truly a blast. Literally. Don't panic, but this connects directly to our destinations. Chernobyl, historically a blast. Antarctica, ice blasting out everywhere. The Bermuda Triangle, ships blasting out of existence. And North Korea, ask literally anyone. Take that, Silver Seas. Next slide. Our safety drill. If you've ever been on a cruise before, you probably had to do those muster drills with the life jackets, those boring things. On our cruise, safety is an experience. Picture this. Instead of standing around listening to instructions,
you're thrown into a full-blown escape room. The room, oh, it's filling with water. Slowly but surely. Your mission, outsmart the puzzles, unlock the door, and escape before the tide rises. Make it out on time, and congrats! You've earned the right to stay on board and pass the Bermuda Triangle. Fail the challenge, anyways. Which leads us to one of our other mottos. Safety never felt so thrilling. Our deck plans. So I totally didn't take a cruise ship design I liked and stuck my name onto it. Now onto the rooms and deck plans. You might be thinking it might look like something like this, which is absolutely boring. I would never do such a thing. Next slide. It will look something like this. Like I said, I totally didn't put my name on top of it. So, the Norwegian Aqua, Milano of the Ocean, is a super luxurious cruise ship with a cool racetrack because that is very important. So, not only do I have an amazing ship with an amazing motto, with amazing destinations, I also have other stuff that's amazing. Okay, next. And that's just kind of how the deck's gonna look. Like I said, I totally made this all myself, and I did not take this from the website. Okay, next slide. Now our activities. For starters, we're gonna have a ship-wide Bermuda Triangle hide and seek, which is a completely normal game of hide and seek, except one person is never found. We also have the Deck 20 Grand Prix, which is literally just, race cars. Okay. We also have the waiver, which the reason we called it the waiver is because these two water slides, you have to sign a waiver to do it. We also have historical lectures of every place we visit, because like I said, this cruise is truly a blast. And we also have, just in case the escape room wasn't enough for you, we have an advanced mode. Again, if you don't make it out, anyways, next slide. So now for some common questions that I was asked. If you're wondering about the menus, great question, ask the chef. If you're wondering about when the cruise will be built, great question, ask the engineers. If you're wondering how I'm going to build it, great question, ask me again in 3 years. If you're wondering how we'll actually get to these destinations, great question, ask the captain. If you're wondering where the cruise is going to port, great question, ask the Coast Guard. Unless we're in the Bermuda Triangle, then I don't know if there's a Coast Guard. He's probably underwater, but it's okay. Anyways, if you're wondering what the Wi-Fi speed is going to be like in North Korea, great question. Ask me again when I know the answer. If you're wondering what kind of racetrack we're building on the ship, great question. Ask the guy who builds them. If you're wondering what happens to the person who doesn't complete the escape room safety challenge, great question. Ask the person who survived last time. And now, the most outstanding, best question of all. How am I going to do all of this? Next slide. Everyone, please take out their phones. Here's my GoFundMe. We're trying to reach $1 billion. GoFundMe only made the goal like $1 billion max. But if you want to donate more, please feel free to. Our goal, like I said, it's really expensive to build a ship. It's like a couple billion. And if you're wondering where the money's gonna go to, okay, anyways, please donate. We're trying to get to $1 billion, everyone. Scan the QR code, thank you.
Person instead of buying Royal Caribbean futures. But who am I to judge? Last year, I said this about Emerson, but this year, I'll say it about this. For anyone who has taken 10th grade English, if the topics of passing or the Harlem Renaissance bring back traumatic memories, please feel free to step out at any minute. We understand.
Following that, we have a skit detailing the life of a cow. In the meantime, let's enjoy a poem set in the 1920s, when black tie was very prominent. Let's give it up for Abby and Ariella.
Got the microphones right.
Today we want to present you with an original duet spoken word performance about two girls' experience of racial passing during the Harlem Renaissance.
To give some background, we had to do a project integrating the book where we were reading in class, Passing, and the themes of the Harlem Renaissance. We chose to research Walter White, a civil rights leader and writer during this period. He wrote a book based on his own experiences that were very similar to Passing.
Ari will be reading in the voice of Claire, the character from Passing, while I'll be reading in the voice of Mimi, the main character in Walter White's book, Light.
She was caught between two allegiances, herself, her race. That's our story in one sentence. Our lives fly on the same path. I keep asking myself the same question. Who am I?
Is that the choice?
I run, escape, change, desert. If I fall, can I still change who I am? The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side? My father, he didn't really care. I was air drifting through rooms with no weight, unseen or held with no place to stay.
I loved him more than anything, and he felt the same way. He wanted the best for me, and I wanted to be.
The same question. Who am I?
Is that the choice?
I run, escape, change, desert. If I fall, can I still change who I am? The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side? My father, he didn't really care. I was air drifting through rooms with no weight, unseen or held with no place to stay.
I loved him more than anything, and he felt the same way. He wanted the best for me, and I wanted to be just like him.
My father made me numb and bare, emotions mixed just like my skin so rare.
Too quickly.
Long overdue.
He is gone.
His breath just taken away like a whisper of the wind. We were so young, carrying more than we were ever ready for. I was sent off all the way across to a world unknown all alone, and my heart sank like a heavy load of laundry that I had to do for my aunt.
My soul was crushed incomparably so, with nowhere to go. He was my life and more. I still miss him to my core.
We carried our burden entirely alone. It was so hard trying to survive on our own, always in fight or flight mode. The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side?
Racial passing is defined as the act of concealing one's racial identity or ethnicity to gain acceptance or benefits from another racial or ethnic group, primarily the dominant white community. I had to provide for my son stand steady and solo. I wanted Petit Jean to have a full, fearless life, and it all fell on me. The work, the weight, the will to make his life better than mine.
I thought I would have a better life if I passed.
A job would turn waiting into wages, struggle into something steady.
My aunts pushed me into punishment on the notion that my blood was blemished.
Negro blood and youth set you aside, my father always said. I wish it wasn't true.
I carried a burden I never begged for, a weight that weakened my will, blocking the freedom I craved.
Why shouldn't I be allowed to have the same opportunity as the white girl next door to me?
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side? But this bad life of mine was all a lie. My husband loves the woman he thinks he knows. But the white person they thought was my soulmate was full of hate against my people.
He never sees the fear I hide.
Or why my smile shakes.
Is the luck you roll of the dice worth all that sacrifice? This was everything I dreamed of and more. All the money you could want, all the parties I could attend. What wasn't there to adore?
I had security, serenity, and was treated with plenty, things I could only wish for as a teenager. The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side?
I tried to stop my brain from forming the thought,
but eventually came out. I regret pretending to be somebody I'm not. I long to be part of a community that truly loves each other. I miss the happiness and livelihood.
I'm done with the white people's fakeness. They lack depth and meaning in life.
Is it that bad that I want to go back? The grass will always be greener on the other side.
The grass will always be greener on the other side.
Why can't I be happy with my side? Was it really worth it? Should I have tried to pass in the first place if I just wanted to go back in the end? Who am I, black or white?
You decide.
By show of hands, how many of you have witnessed the full life of a cow in 3 minutes? Well, that's about to change.
After that, we'll have our final performance of the first half, a poem with a twist by the one and only Oliver Feld. Let's give it up for Aviva, Yaffa, Ibri, Gaia, Shayna, and myself.
This is the life of a cow.
Cows walk around the field, eating blades of grass whenever the cow is hungry.
Sometimes cows are used to produce milk for people around the world. For this to happen, a person must squeeze their udders. Eventually, when cows grow older, they become pregnant and they give birth to a new baby cow.
The cows live a calm life, eating, drinking, and walking peacefully on the farm. Some cows are lucky and keep being used to produce milk. Unfortunately, some cows are less lucky than others and are used to produce meat.
For example, this cow is used for a great shawarma.
Alright, welcome. What would you like to order?
Can I order shawarma, please?
Pita. Pita or lava?
Lava.
Chicken or lamb? Or mix?
You know what? Let's do a mix.
What would you like with it?
Some hummus and pickles.
Anything else?
No, I think we're all good.
Perfect. Anything to drink?
Yeah, some water would be great.
I need some water.
It's all vegan, right?
Sure. Thank you.
That's the guy that told me I did a good job.
You know, I don't quite know what to say with regards to that skit. I am genuinely lost for words.
For our final act before the break, we have a poem by Arlen. However, it's not your usual poem. Stay attentive, because each of you is going to play a role in the performance. Let's give it up for Arlen.
The title will be revealed at the end of the poem. A rush of cold air creeps into the room. The tick of a clock penetrates. Rhythm is gone. Everything's wrong. The fall and cacophony awaits. Politeness is attempted, but can it be followed when the stakes are as high as can be? When self-protected by nobody else? Why would they when this is the case? Thinking is deep, but ideas implausible. A search for an item that's void. Instead of a feeling that it's a dead end, the finale plunged in to the earth. Where's inequality? It's just in society. The avoidance we try to attain. How come we all know that 14's more than free and have as much control of the waves? Vibrations hit the walls, nothing more than the walls. But parts of them don't much exist. We all know they should, we all wish they could. The cold air is beginning to rise. Iciness kills, fieriness murders. Opposites end of the same. Communism, fascism, oligarchy, anarchy. All end with place in flames. Thinking is nice, but comes at a price that many aren't willing to pay. Olympians trying to run when training is now essentially nullifies the race. Thoughts brush past thoughts, but never make contact. Echoes return wearing new shapes. Faster now, not forward, just faster. The coldness transforms into heat. The room starts to split into halves, but not halves. If halfness means a straight divide. Inferno encompasses Arctic spades. How can ice ever win against fire? The walls caving in, the clock's ticking faster. The time to speak slowly evaporating. But just when an hour most seems to be right. Of course, the dooms arrive. Put on your phones, let's hear your theory.
Matan, can you ask Matan if he's filming the board?
The title of the poem will be revealed after the break.
We'll be having a 15-minute intermission, and we'd like everyone to be seated in those 15 minutes.
Enjoy the break, and we will see you guys later there. Welcome back, everyone.
Sure. Time.
I'll put that in the final.
You haven't noticed. There's been an envelope with a letter right about there. Yeah. Right there. Right. Inside that letter contains the title of the poem. Can I have a volunteer who would like to come up?
But I want
in the history of JLA Open Mic Night who has programmed a whole website just for his act.
Following that, we will have a poem written by our very own Aviva. Let's have a massive round of applause to Shay. Yes, you will need your devices for this act.
So, I heard about this time limits thing, and so I got this monocle to try to figure out where it is. I try to figure out where anybody asked for that time limit. So I'd like to invite my dear old friends, Atticus, Jaquavius, and Ariel Salama to the stand. My fanciest friends would most commonly know that I like to do challenges with them. So I just wanted to put them to the test here and see if you guys can beat them in these challenges. I would like for you to move out of the way. There's this very tiny QR code that I would like for you guys to sign in case you guys want to compete in word challenges. I know, very boring. Against... If you scan the thing, you do not have to go up. It is specifically just these three that have to go up. Any school devices will not work for this. You will have to use your personals. Okay, while everyone's joining, I will explain to you three the rules. So there will be a bar on the top, which will show how many questions the audience has answered and how many you have answered. Each of these 3 rounds, between anagrams, Wordle, and word ladder, you guys will choose one of you to go up to the stand. You guys can only do it once. And whoever wins the most rounds between you and the audience will determine what the last round is. I will give more info on that. But let's say you guys could earn prizes, or you cannot. Okay, anagrams. There will be a bunch of anagram words. Basically, they switch around the letters, and that's that. I don't know if you guys have ever played Wordle. I assume you have, because I see you playing it every day. And word ladder, you begin with one word, and then you have to go down the list, where I will give hints towards a word that's a 1-letter difference between the previous word, the one above it. So you guys will have 2 seconds to figure out who's going up first. This is a little bit more than 2 seconds, buddies. Okay, please come up to the stand. Okay, in 2 seconds, I will unlock this. You guys will be able to get to it, but you guys will not have the same questions.
You're all cooked.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. It will be unlocked. Yep. And the timer will start right now. You guys must scramble the letters to make words. Scramble them.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're getting cooked.
I don't know. I don't lose eyes.
And you lost.
How? This is it. I'm against like 50 people here.
I didn't expect that many people to actually want to do this, because it's worth it. Okay. Here, I'll make the rules a little different. You guys will have to win one of the rounds to win.
Okay.
2. Okay. Who wants to do Wordle? Remember, you guys only have to do 1 Wordle, while everyone has to do, I think, 9 total? I do not remember. Okay. Okay, it will be open in 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1, go. You will only have to get 1, so ignore the 1 attack.
W? That's terrible, man. Ah.
Matan, I'm not just getting the screen at all, so get all the screen all the time. Okay, good.
Okay, all of your hope relies on Ariel Salama. No! Okay. Salama. Okay, so reminder. Okay. Okay, it will open up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it will open in 3, 2, 1. You must get all the words. No help. Wait. No. Hey! Excuse me, sir. Only William can help.
What's an exclamation device?
William, our crowd is finished. Okay, if you're never contestant to the lost. Very close game, very close game. Move. Pave. Just pave. Cover close pave. The round is ended. Okay. So, excuse me, you three, go over there or something. I do not want you guys to go to the screen. Actually, it doesn't matter. You guys can. Okay, I will open up something specifically for you guys to see on your screen. You guys will be able to vote on which prize you think is your favorite of the three. They will have to guess which one you have chosen. If they guess it right, they get their prizes like normal. If they do not guess it, then mine, they're all mine. Okay, I will open it up in 3, 2, 1. Oh, is it not on your guys' screen? Okay, reload. Okay, it will
She has this angle, he has the screen. Yeah. It's just bad, like the image.
All this time we've been ignoring this.
No, he took them. I asked him to take them. Yeah. Look. It's unzooming by itself.
What's a star trophy?
That's the deal with it. Cut away from your just follow the action, do whatever.
No, it just looks ugly, bro.
Yeah.
One second. The vote has been conducted, and according to the thing, you guys have voted for 15 votes for the Lunchline Skip Pass, meaning they had guessed correctly and will be getting their prizes. I happen to not have them on hand right now, but they do will get them. Thank you.
And you know what? On top of those amazing prizes, here's a prize. Alright, next up tonight, we have a performance by Aviva. If you've ever felt an extremely strong connection to a stuffed animal, then you'll love this poem. And if not, then I recommend Growing a Heart.
After that, we will have a piano piece performed by Emma Haddad.
Let's give it up for Aviva!
It's a horrible way to look at life, with the perfect and an impure, with those who tried and those who didn't, with those who succeeded and those who failed, with those who shed tears and those who kept quiet, with those who lived and those who died. We gave her a teddy bear when she was 3. The bear's name was Anna Lee, and Anna was there every night, for every play date and every fight, for each birthday or nightmare. Anna Lee was always there. When the girl weeps for the first time, a weep at night for reasons she can't name, Anna Lee can't wash those feelings away. She's not pretty enough, they say, as they cover up her face, or her neighbor with a couple of beads, a failure, a disgrace. And what about her friend at school? She's a brilliant athlete, but wait, she cost us our last game. The gears in the children's mind now shift. A teddy can't mend the wound which expectations eagerly carve. First a light tap on the chest, then pressure until the skin slowly shreds. Flesh burned and celebrated, because on the outside, she seems all right. The teddy is of no use anymore. Friends say they can replace Anna, but is justice really done? Because people provide comfort, but the teddy provides none. Maybe to a little girl, but the girl is no longer so little, until one day Anna Lee falls off the blanket, kicked under the bed, left to rot in the dust. No one protects the girl. No one dries her tears. No one mends the wounds that society used to inflict upon her, that she now inflicts upon herself. Anna Lee is as lost as the girl, and the girls are as lost as Anna Lee.
That was really amazing. Out of curiosity, Aviva, do you have a plan for 3 Mondays from now?
Not really. Why?
You know, in that case, then I highly recommend coming to the Purim party at JLA on March 2nd, 2026. There's McGilla reading, food, skating, literally everything imaginable.
Well, then I highly recommend you scan the QR code and sign up as soon as possible.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Next up, we have Emma Haddani performing a piano piece.
Following that, we will skip Lauren, Owen, and Alex. Give it up for Emma.
Hi guys, so I'm going to be playing a piece by French composer Jean-Henri Rabina.
really enjoying these piano performances this year. They really add to the spirit of open mic night. Next, we have a Crucible skit by Alex, Owen, and Lauren. Following that, we have a poem by Manuka.
Alex, Owen, and Lauren.
Before the story begins, you need to understand where and when it takes place. The Crucible, written by Arthur Miller, is a play that dramatizes what happened in 1692 in Salem, Massachusetts. Salem was a small, very religious Christian town. The people were called Puritans. They followed strict rules about how to live. And when I say strict, I mean strict. No dancing, no fun, and probably no laughing too loud either. The Puritans believed strongly in God. They also believed the devil was real and that witches worked for him. If something bad happened, like someone getting sick, someone acting weird, or crops failing, they blamed witches. Salem wasn't exactly a calm, peaceful place either. People argued over land, money, and power. Some families didn't trust each other, and everyone cared a lot about their reputation. Because in a small town, everyone knows your business. When a group of girls starts acting strangely, the town panicked. Instead of asking normal questions, people jumped straight to the worst conclusion: witchcraft. Once someone was accused, it was almost impossible to prove they were innocent. The court even accepted dreams and visions as evidence. Imagine getting arrested today because someone said, "I had a dream about it." Fear spread quickly. Neighbors accused neighbors, friends turned on friends. Arthur Miller wrote The Crucible to show how dangerous fear can be when it takes over a community. What you're about to see is a scene that involves one of the girls who's leading the accusation, named Abigail Williams, who is played by Lauren, and a farmer who questioned the legitimacy of the whole thing, named John Proctor, who is played by Alexander. It is not just a story about witches, it is a story about how Abigail uses the mass hysteria as a power play to eliminate John Proctor's wife in an attempt to reclaim her former lover. A wood, night. Proctor enters with the lantern, glowing behind him, then halts holding the lantern raised. Abigail appears with a wrap over her nightgown, her hair down, a moment of questioning silence.
I must speak with you, Abigail. Will you say?
She does, not moving, staring at him.
How do you come?
Friendly.
I do not like the woods at night. Pray you stand closer. I thought you would come a good time sooner.
I had thought to come many times.
Why didn't you? I'm so alone in this world now.
As a fact, not bitterly.
Are you? I hear that people ride 100 miles to see your face these days.
Hey, my face? Can you see my face?
Holds the lantern to her face.
Then you're trouble?
Have you come to mock me?
No, but I hear you go to the tavern every night and play shovelboard with the deputy governor, and they give you cider.
I have once or twice played shovelboard, but I find no joy in it.
You surprise me, Abby. I thought to find you gayer than this. I'm told a troop of boys go step for step with you wherever you walk these days.
Oh, they do. But I have only lewd looks for the boys.
And you like that not?
I cannot bear lewd looks no more, John. I ought to be given godly looks when I suffer for them as I do.
Oh, how do you suffer?
Look at my leg. I'm holes all over from their damn pins and needles. The jab your wife gave me still hasn't healed, you know.
Seeing her madness now.
Oh, it isn't.
I think sometimes she pricks it open again as I sleep. And George Jacobs, he comes again and again and raps me with his stick. The same spot every night all week. Look at this lump I have.
Abby, George Jacobs is in the jail all this month.
And thank God he is. And bless the day he hangs and lets me sleep in peace again.
Oh, John, this world is full of such hypocrites.
Astonished, outraged.
You mean to cry out still others?
If I live, if I am not murdered, I surely will, until the last hypocrite is dead.
Then there is no good?
There's one. You are good.
Am I? How am I good?
You taught me goodness. Therefore, you are good.
Abigail continues. It were a fire you walked me through, and all my ignorance was burned away. It were a fire, John, we lay in the fire, and from that night no woman dare call me wicked any more. But I knew my answer. I used to weep for my sins when the wind lifted up my skirts, and blush for shame because some old Rebecca called me loose. And then you burned my ignorance away, as bare as some December tree. I saw them all, walking like saints to the church, running to feed the sick, and the hypocrites in their hearts. And God gave me the strength to call them liars, and God made men listen to me, and by God I will scrub the world clean. For the love of him, oh John, I will make you such a wife. When the world is white again, she kisses his hand. You will be amazed to see me every day, a light of heaven in your home. He rises, backs away, amazed.
Why are you cold?
My wife goes to trial in the morning, Abby. You must know of this.
I remember now. How is she well?
As well as she may be. 36 days in the place.
You said you came friendly.
She will not be condemned, Abby.
You brought me from my bed to speak of her?
I come to tell you what I plan to do in the court. I would not take you by surprise, but give you good time to think on what to do to save yourself.
Save myself?
I have rocky proof and documents that you yourself knew that Papa were none of my wife's, and that you bade Mary Warren stab that needle into
A wildness stirs in her. A child is standing here who's frustrated, denied her wish, but she is still grasping for her wits.
I bade Mary Warren?
You know what you do. You're not so mad.
Oh, hypocrites. Oh, hypocrites, have you won him too? John, why do you let them send you?
I warn you.
They send you. They steal your honesty and...
I have found my honesty.
Okay, guys, we're done now.
Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing skit. Almost as good as Life of a Cow. No bias involved.
Currently, we have a poem by Menucha about the preservance of the Jewish people. Any snarky comments for this one, Ireland?
Nope. Can't wait to hear it. And then after, we will have a comedy by our one and only Jay Kravitz. Let's give it up for Menucha.
Good evening, everyone. The name of my poem is What About Us? We, the Jewish people, a nation connected by heritage, history, and religion. We are a people with culture, and with religion, and with faith. We have a God that we love and revere. Bereshit bara Elohim. We believe that in the beginning He, with a capital H, created the heavens and the earth. We are a people with 101 sects, a melting pot of Chamin, Chant, and Tefina, Sephardi, Ashkenazi, and Moroccan, with 100 different versions of the Siddur. We accept all of our people with every level of faith, secular, religious, and Orthodox. Am Echad. We are one. We have a holy land, a land we returned to after 2,000 years, and we built it from the ground up. We've existed for centuries. A consistent minority in the world, with a history that is long and twisted. We have been persecuted, exiled, and enslaved, and treated with injustice. There are others that have also existed, other minorities found through space and time, other nations and histories with and peoples with histories of persecution, exile, slavery, and injustice. Injustices so wrong that the world sees fit to teach about them in textbooks, to start organizations walking through the streets yelling about injustice. But what about us? What about our struggles? What about our trials and tribulations? So why? When the world has traded the sword for the screen, and we live in a world where information can spread like wildfire, where an opinion is stated in a 30-second clip, where emojis are used to convey a message in an instant, where philosophical debates can be found in the comment section of a post. So why? Why does it feel like the world's heart only has room for every flag but ours? Why is our survival a political debate? Why must we prove our people are dying before they'll even show an ounce of grace? Why is our story a controversy? In a world where equality and justice are a value, and humaneness is made a priority, why does it feel like the ones who get support, the ones who have a hashtag, the ones who are posted about on social media, the ones who are called the freedom fighters, when they are the ones who on a single day, a day that was supposed to be full of celebration and joy, killed in cold blood more than 1,200 men, women, and children, innocents who had done no wrong, and we're the ones in the wrong? If all men are created equal, if persecution is universal, then why are our struggles a debate? Why does it feel like the only allies we have are our own men who signed up to be sent back to the army, our own families who send support packages, our own parents who talk about their children in interviews? We are our only allies. Why? What about us? Minorities, peoples, and us, the Jews. We are all connected by struggle and by pain. But we have outlived every empire that tried to bury us. We have been persecuted, exiled, and enslaved, and treated with injustice. But we endure, and we fight for the continuation of our survival. With 844 days of sirens behind us, we are still fighting. 5 nations stood in opposition to our freedom, but we are still living. The dust of Auschwitz is still on our shoes, but we are still walking. Our homes in Spain are burned and broken, but we are still praying. The walls of our temple are missing, but we are still serving our God. We don't just endure. We refuse to be erased. Through every attack, every trial and persecution, we continue to fight for ourselves and to fight for what we believe in. Am Yisrael Chai. We, B'nai Yisrael, the nation of Israel, we are alive. Our history is a scar on our back. But a scar is just proof that a sword could not kill us.
Wow, that was very inspirational and very true.
With a complete change in direction now. Next up tonight, we have a comedy by Jake. One of the most last-minute acts submitted, so let's hope it's worth me redoing the whole speakers list for you.
After that, we have an original song written by Steffi. Let's give it up for Jake.
Hello. That's gonna be a harsh transition, y'all. I don't know how I'm gonna follow that. All right. So especially if you're an 11th grader who's currently taking economics, you have definitely heard the term GDP per capita. Per capita means per person, okay? GDP, gross domestic product per person. It's a measure of a country's average economic output per person. And there are a lot of these per capita measurements that we use to figure out the profile of a country. We can measure level of industrialization, urbanization, deforestation, sports participation, incarceration, all the Asians really. But none of them tell you about the people, okay? None of them tell you how to describe a culture, only sort of the numbers. So I've devised a few measurements as to how we can figure out how the average person in a country really is. The first measure I would like to propose to you for academic review is podcasts per capita, okay? Hear me out on this one. I think there's a lot of guys starting podcasts in this world who really do not need to be starting podcasts. I actually just ran a survey on this. Did you know that 1 out of 8, did you know that 8 out of every 10 people think their opinion actually matters? I think that's problematic. We need to fix that. Every once in a while, you need to know how to sit yourself out of a conversation, okay? And not sit in front of a microphone, wasting away for 2 hours talking about Donald J. Trump. It's just my opinion. And you may disagree with me on this, and that's fine. It's your God-given right to be wrong. But podcasts per capita may be the most important metric that we have because it tells you exactly how insufferable the average person in a country is. I'm starting to genuinely think there are more podcasts in America than people in America. I'd say at this point we're at like 1.3 podcasts per middle-aged white guy, give or take. I didn't actually do any research on this survey. I just kind of like scrolled through the Apple Podcast app until I felt like physically ill, you know? And then I knew. I mean, come on. I have a podcast. Then you know there's a problem. I acknowledge this. When I'm involved, it's never a good thing. And the non-podcast listeners among us, middle schoolers, you may be naively thinking, why is it so bad that there are so many podcasts? Freedom of speech, you know? Let people say what they want to say. And you might actually be right if you weren't dead wrong, okay? I'll tell you why. When everyone thinks they're an investigative journalist, and they're so confident about it, but really they're all just schmucks who don't actually know how to read, you're getting way too many podcasts, starting with the phrase, nobody's talking about this, guys. But it's been going around on for like a year. Guys, did you hear Russia attacked Ukraine? Nobody's talking about this. It's crazy. It's insane. Did you see the sun rise this morning? It happened yesterday, it happened the day before. I keep telling them it's not gonna happen again, but I'm starting to think it may happen tomorrow too. Bear with me, okay? Newsflash. If everyone's saying there's no one talking about it, somebody snitched and spoke about it. I'm sorry. My solution to fix our podcast per capita issue is to start issuing podcast licenses. So unless you meet these certain specifications, no microphone, no AI-generated thumbnails, and no beanbags. I think beanbags are also pretty bad for society, but that's for another time. Try reading a little further than the headline on the New York Times. And that actually brings me to my second measurement. Wikipedia tabs currently open per capita. How many Wikipedia tabs the average person currently has open on their Chrome? So the more Wikipedia tabs you have open right now, the less I trust you. The person with one Wikipedia tab open is never going to try and mansplain anything to me, really. But the person with 7, the Wikipedia warrior, as we may say, is always some tenured professor who thinks they know more about my bowel movements than I do. And that's why I like to use the word Wikipedia warriors, because they're always trying to defend their usage of Wikipedia. Do you remember, like, in elementary school? I hope that doesn't come back. It's not okay. You remember in elementary school when your teachers told you to never use Wikipedia as a source? Because it's bad, it doesn't work, okay? But then they tell you that the sources, the sources on the bottom of Wikipedia actually are good. I don't know what happened in the transition there. Somebody got good sources and then they made a bad article. I think the editors need to be fired, that's my opinion. But it's always the Wikipedia warriors you hear talking about this. And I swear, if I scroll down on any of your 7 pages of like medieval English rulers down to the sources section, I'm gonna find cobwebs. That's all I'm gonna find. Nobody's been down there. I'm gonna get a little notification like I'm in a video game. Congratulations, this is the furthest anyone's ever made before. Top of the leaderboard. Yeah, that sort of, I can see it's not working. That concludes my time today.